Hey folks, welcome back. Just wanted to give you a little update on some maintenance I'm doing on the bike. Had a pretty tough ride yesterday. A few dings and scratches, but also needed to do an oil change. So just did that this morning. Took the belly pan and exhaust guard off to do that, make it a little bit easier. But also just wanted to update you a bit on some of the parts I wasn't so happy with in terms of performance. I'll come back to that belly part in a sec, but I want to show you first the clutch cover that I had, and as I mentioned to you the last time, this is a carbon version. It took a couple of dings yesterday, but what's really worrying me is the way that the bolts have been pulling through over here. They do have little metal spaces in there that fit underneath the screw, help you clamp it down, get the right torque. But the long and the short of it is a couple of those have pulled through. Makes it very difficult to get the right torque setting onto your clutch cover, which sits down here. But just a note on these, the gas is a different shape compared to the KTM. It actually feels like a far more robust unit than those magnesium ones I'm used to on the KTM. Don't know if that's factually true or not, but certainly casual inspection, it seems to be a tougher unit. I will still probably put a cover on that, but probably will go for the Polysport. Whilst I'm down here, I just wanted to come down to the frame. You can see that there are one or two dents creeping in here, and this is part of my frustration with the current belly pan I'm using. I want to show you the exhaust too. If you look down at the bottom, there's some huge wax in the bottom of the exhaust pipe, and in fact you wouldn't have even seen those. There would have been the plastic cover over the top. Speaking of the plastic cover, this is the hide unit. You can see it's got an extension for the suspension, linkage at the bottom. I'm a little disappointed in a couple of things. Firstly, that's a very small piece of plastic to protect it, and if you have a good look, you can see I've actually punched some holes right through it, which means that the linkage is taking impacts, and frankly that's not a good deal. So I'm going to change that soon. I've got a Carbon Tech one coming on order, and I think that will resolve these issues down at the bottom. As for the exhaust, well, I've kind of resolved myself to the fact that it probably won't have as much protection, but at least I'll be able to see what's going on there. And you can never protect everything, right? If you have a look here, first dent I got on the bike, literally on the first ride, the cover comes up to here. You've got a very beefy radiator brace there. Managed to thread a rock right between the two, straight into the pipe. 1,000,000 to 1 shot, but hey, these things are exposed, and I think I'm just going to have to live with the fact that it'll get a bit dented. I will put a carbon cover on that. Just also something else I'm going to change. There's the stock seat. Beautiful looking item, same as the KTM, it'll bolt straight on. But you can see it's starting to take some damage. Got some rock damage over there. It's starting to split underneath where it curves around the bottom of the seat. Bit more rock damage over there, and it's just not particularly strong material, so I am going to change that. Also, once you get these holes in, water starts to seep in there and the foam starts to break down underneath, so I want to cure that. I've ordered this, local company made it for me, called Nithrone. Beautiful, really well put together, service has been exemplary. Also comes along with a foam pad to go underneath, so I'll be changing that later, and I'll give you a little update once that's all done. Catch you next time.